Welcome to Blabbering, a week-by-week glimpse into a couple stumbling through life with a newborn.
I'm Tilly.
And I'm Dan.
Each week over dinner,
You'll learn Tilly is quite the feeder.
We'll discuss the realities of raising our baby, talking through the highs, lows and honest confessions of this thing called parenting.
Parenting won't be easy, but let's at least laugh about it.
This is Blabbering.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to week three.
Indeed, week 3.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of a fussy girl today.
Yeah.
She might get some crying.
And what have we got for food today, darling?
So we've got cottage pie, classic. Oh, okay. We've got through. It's a veggie version, so I guess it's not.
Veggie. Oh.
Cheap bit of pea protein.
Want to shout out the stockist? No, they're not paying us yet. We'll take sponsorship.
Anything. Let's see. We'll sell ourselves. That's
Just replace the pea protein that we buy with free stuff, and we'll throw it in. How much do you like? Would you like more than that?
That's grand, thank you. You went for vegan bacon, but then put a shit ton of butter in the mash.
So, what's the news of the week?
News of the week. Surely it's got to be her tongue tie.
Yeah.
Read all about it.
Woo-wee.
Baby girl's not been putting on weight. We were getting a bit worried. And it turns out she's got a posterior tongue tie. Just what I didn't pick up to begin with. Which means she's not been sucking on the old tip properly. Which also explains why my tip is pretty sore and why it lasts so long. She can do a feed that lasts like 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes with our split shift night routine, I'll go up to bed at like 9-10, and then Tilly will come up to grab me, and it'll transpire that Moonbeam has been feeding from like 9 till 1.
Yeah. Yeah, my nipples know all about it.
They don't need to read about it, they know.
I don't know if they're ever going to go back to normal size after this.
Doorbell nips forever.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Well, you'll know anyway. You'll see.
I hope so. You're just going to start.
You're no longer naked now.
Never again.
Yeah, that's how we avoid another baby.
Don't do this at all. You're going to get one of those weird little changing things like Victorians little. I just motion with my hand a wavy thing for the shuttery.
Like the room dividers.
Yeah, what are they called? You always see them in films. Basically, cool people in the studio.
I feel like a French word for it.
Yeah, a shutterette.
I was going to say an armoire, but that's not. That's a different piece of furniture.
So yeah, Lil Moonbeam's got a posterior tongue tie,
but she's getting it sorted tomorrow.
Which means that she can't roll her tongue in order to suck and swallow the food, so she can't like send it to the back of her mouth and then swallow it effectively.
She sort of gnaws on my nipple rather than actually sucking it.
Yeah. So unfortunately the NHS have been inundated with October babies, September, October babies, and so there's a 2-week waiting list. Therefore we've decided to do it privately, and there's a 3-day waiting list, and it's only £180.
Yeah, now she keeps losing weight. It's worth it. For her weight and my nipples.
Yeah, it's her second consecutive week of losing weight. She should be on her way back up to her birth weight, but she's still losing it.
She should be over it right now. We want a chunk, don't we?
Yeah.
We want a chunk with all the rolls, little squishy rolls, with a little Michelin man.
Something that you think you might be able to drop, but you know you shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should definitely avoid dropping. That's generally a good rule of thumb, I think, when it comes to babies.
Could definitely drop a Michelin man, though.
Well, he's made it try it, so yeah. Probably frowned upon to drop babies.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today, because we were just over the bed, and I was like, oh, should I drop her on the bed? It'll be so exciting for her. And then I was like, no, she's way too young for this. It's definitely not going to go well. Put that intrusive thought away, let that come back in maybe 6 months' time, maybe even a year.
Yeah. That's not dropped you. Daddy did drop you in the bath, though, didn't he?
Yeah, so well, that must sound really bad. So we had a bath this week as well. That was good fun. So you still can't get in the bath because of your stitch is still healing. Mm-hmm. Your fanny graze is still healing up. And so I was in the bath with her, and very oddly, her whole body like floats a lot, and I'm a fairly large man, so it's quite hard for me to really fit in a bath. There's not very many spaces around, not many pools of water. And I was trying to make sure that I could get her body kind of submerged and keep her head. So I had her head in one hand and was trying to angle the rest of her body around with the other hand so that she could sort of submerge the rest of her body but keep her head. And then she kicked off my leg and rolled at the same time and just rolled off my hand, and I had to quickly catch her, but she'd already dunked
I was
herself.
sort of surprised there. I was like,
Yeah, pulled that really shocked face. I was like, where am I? And then started crying, but she was liking it before that.
yeah, definitely better than putting her in the sink, isn't it? 'Cause she's warmer when she's submerged.
Yeah.
As soon as the water got a bit cooler, she's done that. Not having this. Get me out of here. But you did need a wash because you were getting a bit cruddy like in your creases, weren't you?
Yeah, she's already started to get a bit smelly again because I didn't manage to effectively clean up some vomit. Ended up finding it dribbled behind her and into her hair.
Maybe we do another bath tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
It's probably not tomorrow, she's got a little
No,
bit.
post tongue time.
Let's get a tongue tie sorted tomorrow, don't you?
So the tongue tie, back to that, is tomorrow. Now, that's going to be fun because it's a weird one. So it sounds like it'd be a surgical manoeuvre because they cut your frenulum, the little bit that joins your tongue.
Oh, it's still funny every time I speak about it.
Yeah, but then come round to your house and do it. Which, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Don't want somebody coming around doing like a minor surgical procedure.
Our house is so unsterile. But we've got a dog and we're just disgusting generally.
I always remind her that she was wanting a home birth when she says this.
Yeah, well, the dog wasn't going to be here.
Huh?
I remember it's going to be the water and stuff, and it's just, I don't know.
It does, I agree, it does seem different. So, that seems a bit odd, so we're not doing that, we're going to the clinic. Now, it also transpires that one of us has to hold the head. So that's quite a bit of pressure, because obviously she's going to be screaming. One of you's got to hold her head, while the clinician of whatever
Yeah, but they wouldn't ask us to
denomination...
do it if it wasn't, like, easy and not, make it,
Yeah, I know, I'm not that worried, but I'm just saying, you don't want to be the parent that then go, when your daughter's like, why do I have speech difficulties and why is my tongue fucked up? Mum, maybe. You're just assuming that it's me on this head here.
Yeah, but definitely assuming it's to be here.
With your coordination, that's why I feel the pressure, love, because I know it's going to be me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She's got that tomorrow. And...
She's also going to meet another auntie tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Auntie Freya. When she travels around all the time, she'll bring out cool presents.
The nomad.
And you get to see your granddad again. Well, one of your granddads. You have a plethora of grandparents. As you can tell, we're still very sleep deprived because the conversation is really flowing.
Just so chatty. Just such fun people.
I feel like we are normally more fun. I don't think we're showing ourselves off in the best light.
Well, that's part of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just show people that it's all right to be...
Zombies?
Yeah. Anything else happened this week? Took her to her first fireworks show.
Yes.
Do you want to speak about her ear defenders?
Oh yeah, we've got these defenders, but like, there's like an elastic band that goes around your head with two little things. They do look quite, I don't know.
Try and choose a PC word now that you're being recorded.
Yeah.
Like, you may have learning difficulties.
Yeah, they're not very cool looking, are they?
No.
But they at least stay on your head. And then, well, she didn't see anything, she just facing my chest the whole time.
Yeah, when they're that small, they've got to kind of face inwards. You can't really set it up for them to face outwards.
Yeah, and sort of like, I think she felt vibration. So she all felt her first fireworks. I think it's probably more accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We enjoyed it. Went with Auntie Erin. It was good fun. Do you do this? I refer to like close friends who are going to be important in your life, like Erin and stuff. Call like Auntie Erin, and then she's not technically an auntie, but I'll call her Auntie Erin. I'll be like Auntie Chloe and Auntie Tash and that sort of stuff. Would you do the same thing for your boys? Would you be like, oh, this is Uncle Graham?
Not naturally, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just curious.
No, I know, I'm not. Like, I think, did I say about Harry when he was here?
I did. I don't
Of course
know
you
if you
did.
I can't call him Uncle Harry.
Yeah. Overly friendly all the time.
I'm only overly friendly with our friends. Like,
Uncle Amazon delivery man.
I mean, it comes often enough. Godparent.
Oh.
You know, it's like, so, you know, like a coffee shop with her all the time. I'll be like, you know, there's your Uncle Barista.
Yeah.
I think it's mum with a caffeine fix. She's not had any caffeine yet.
Still. I took a picture of a website for you which talks
Yeah.
all about what the deal is with drugs passing through to breast milk. Including in the hospital.
Well, just all the coffee we got at home is decaf anyway, so.
No, not all of it.
No, but most of it is.
Yeah.
And then unless we're going out really early, I don't want to have caffeine, so I don't want it to keep her up, so.
Yeah, but let's look at the research and see how much of it proliferates into the baby.
Yeah.
Because it may just be that there's, you know, unless you fucking wire yourself to really high levels, it might just be 1 cup of caffeinated coffee is fine.
Well, it is 1 or 2 is fine. I was at that, didn't I? My font of knowledge when it comes to ingesting. So tell me your funnies and things of the week.
Okay, highs, lows, funnies. Let's see, highs. You purposely have me go first while you think of yours, haven't you?
No. I still.
But you already know yours.
Okay, I'll still only think about it once you ask me.
Not going to use this time. No, even though I don't now know that I don't know.
Listen to you.
I think probably I've been enjoying her getting a bit more routine, as it were. I wouldn't say she's developed a routine, she can't. But with us being able to... So her wife can't drink, just water. Doesn't have the ability. With us now understanding that a lot of the issues to do with her feeding, we're able to just kind of adapt and provide her a lot of foods at different times, and then she'll sleep quite a lot. So the use of formula and stuff, I think it's easier for her to get the formula out of the bottle than it is to get the breast out of the tip.
Well, yeah.
So that's helped.
It's lazy feeding, isn't it?
Yeah, that's helped because the night times are a bit easier. Like I could actually, the one night I actually managed to get an hour and a half sleep. Put her down for an hour and a half.
I think I might have got an hour last night, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. So I think that's a high. It's not the highest of highs. I am also just enjoying she's becoming a lot more animated. But I've already said that one. So I didn't want to just keep saying the same thing every week.
She's getting more animated.
She is. She's getting more and more animated. The bath was pretty good fun. That was pretty nice.
Was nice.
That was some good animation.
Oh, I just dropped something on the floor.
Low is probably the dog scenario. So with me being tired and frustrated, our dog has recently had to have the end of his tail docked. And
not because of that. Well,
no. So he's recently had to have his tail docked because he keeps smashing his tail against walls and stuff. And he keeps splitting it. It's been healing a bit odd. So they docked it, and then he kept wagging the bandage off, and so we'd keep going up and spending 60 quid on getting it rebandaged, and I got a bit frustrated, and so I taped his tail up very tight, and then put some elastic bandages on with the aim of not putting them on too tight and removing them soon, and then in amongst all the chaos, I forgot about them until about 2-3 days later, and unfortunately the area had somewhat died, and so he's having to have the surgery again. But then to compound that issue,
that's how they move testicles, though, isn't it? Normally, elastic bands.
I thought they did lamb's tails as well with something similar. It's not a It's a ringlet. It's like a cable tie.
Yeah. And where do they do testicles as well?
Oh, is it?
I think not all testicles. Is it sheep's testicles?
Maybe.
Maybe a peach as well. Yes, and then they go black and they drop off. You'd rather them well whipped off.
Yeah, and then additionally, it turns out I've been overdosing it on a toxin.
I mean, it's an anti-inflammatory, but it's called, which happens.
Yeah, so the vet's been handing this stuff out like ibuprofen, and so I incorrectly assumed that it was roughly similar in terms of risks, and it transpires that it's got a toxin ingredient in it, and therefore while they do hand it out quite a lot, you have to make sure that you do the dose. And I thought that I forgot that it was just 1 time a day. I've been feeding him it both morning and dinner, and so they were less worried about his tail, more worried about that. So they then took him in, had him flushed with fluids for a whole 48 hours. But we finally got him back on Friday night, so that was nice. It's nice to have him back, and he's booked in to have his tail done again, so hopefully we'll get that sorted once and for all. And I've bought the little tail guard. But I guess the reason why I've been feeling quite angsty about it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's twofold. It's partly because I feel sort of sad and responsible for Pup and that I've put him through that. But then I also remember that he doesn't know what the hell's going on. But then also you kind of, when you're tired and stuff, I just feel a bit angsty because I'm like, I now have a human in my care. Like I've always tried to be as caring as possible with the dog and the dogs when we had 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I worry if I'm like that in times of frustration, if I'm that short-sighted, I've got to kind of buck up my ideas and learn, because I can't really do that with Zola, and she'd be like,
Fancy. Between you and Zola?
The dog just let out a very big fart to my little emotional moment.
We'll bleep out your name. Yeah, they're farty pants, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So yes, I worry about that and me doing something silly like that just in a moment of frustration, and then it having long-lasting implications. And so I just think it's more the fact that I recognise I've got to kind of buck up my ideas, as it were, and get a bit more, realise that that's a bit of a shortcoming of mine, and work out how to be more aware of it and not make the same errors again.
Well, yeah, I think you are more aware of it now. And I also just think, when it comes to things with a dog, you won't necessarily tell me what you're doing, because it was to do it with the dog. Whereas with Bubba, you're going to tell me what you're doing. Whereas, because if I knew you put elastic around his tail, I would have gone, Pops, don't do that. Because it's 2 heads above them. It's not that I'm more thinking and caring than you. It's just sometimes you need 2 brains, especially when they're 2 sleep-deprived brains.
I do also, treat him as quite a tank, as it were, because he's a very robust dog. So I don't.
Yeah.
Not to say that I don't care for him, but as a,
When he is though, there's a thing in the vets you said about mince pies, being like, danger, mince pies, blah, blah, blah. And he ate 24 last year, and he's grand. I didn't feed him 24. I made mince pies and stupidly forgot that they could reach the side at that point, and came back in the kitchen and he'd eaten about 24.
And you're celiac, you'd made gluten-free ones
And regular. And you did.
And he ate
really
mainly gluten-free ones, so you had none of your own mince pies.
Beeline the gluten-free ones. Oh well, we live and we learn. He was fine. I didn't get any mince pies. That was my lesson.
That was your both had a lesson. Let's see what else is there.
What's your funny?
I think my funny. What is my funny?
I should approve.
So what's my funny then? Let's see. I mean, I did kind of find dropping in the bar slightly funny. It's just how she went from so calm to suddenly so startled. It was very cute and funny, the facial expression.
Oh, okay, cheers on there.
No. Are you sure?
Well, it might calm her down.
So I guess that's my funny. Watching her face suddenly recoil and blinking in the chaos as she tried to program what was happening. So go on, your highs, lows, funnies.
Oh, okay. Let's see. My high. I can't remember. Had we been to IKEA in the last?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Ooh.
That's a good one. No, I don't think we have.
So I went to IKEA. Who doesn't love IKEA? Maybe
I
the first
don't.
time around IKEA. Yeah, we got the food.
Yeah, okay. Otherwise, it's a
100%.
maze of consumerism.
As are all shops.
Not necessarily a maze. IKEA is a forced maze.
It's great.
Alrighty.
I have my mother's shared love with IKEA. It's her happy place, and everyone in our family loves it.
Though I did find out that they've basically got a little crash that you can drop them off at.
I don't know. That's why I've spoken to you
I
about that before.
don't go to IKEA because I hate it, but now I may love it. So you can just go drop your kid off for like 2 hours, go up, maybe more, go up to the coffee, have a nice coffee, do a bit of work, have a bit of peace and quiet, maybe even just have a kip on the sofa, then come down and pick your kid up.
You go to the bed section.
Already trying to plan on abandoning her when she's only 3 weeks old.
Of course. As soon as you can. So you met my mum at IKEA with our nieces, who are 5 and 2. We obviously started off with food first. Very important.
Because I wasn't willing to go round.
So we went to the canteen. Dan and Mum queued up. I was stuck with all the kiddlywinks. And little Mrs. needed a feed, so it was my first al fresco feed. And I had to try to do it subtly, try to sort of like put muslin over my shoulder, so I'm not just having a full back out in the middle of a canteen full of like families. Very quickly, just that didn't work out, as my nieces were just shouting at me, "I can see your booby, Titi!" Titi's what they called me. "Titi, I can see your booby!" And then when they couldn't see it, just pulling off the blanket every time. "I want to see your booby! I want to see your booby!" And I'm sort of trying to like subtly get little lady to latch. So that was enjoyable. It was really funny to fact. I didn't really care. I think everyone around me was just looking like, "What the hell is this? These kids on about?" Like, "I want to see your baby, Titi. Where does the milk come out?" Very curious.
Public Wappa edition.
Yeah. But she got a feed. It was alright. I can have the meatballs, I can't eat them. But I had a bit of salmon and chips, I think.
Yeah,
Salmon
you had salmon and chips.
Salmon and chips. Yeah, so I enjoyed IKEA. IKEA was good fun.
So is that your high or your funny? Summer pattern.
So they went to trying to decide if the house looked good category elsewhere. No, that would be my high. I enjoyed that. That was a good time. And also finding out, my main high was finding out her tongue tie thing, because that answered a lot of
some
questions.
relief, isn't it?
Yeah, because I was like, oh god, I'm just not doing my job properly. I felt a bit like... So I guess that was kind of a low that came before the high for me. I was feeling very self-conscious about the fact that I wasn't giving her what she needed, because she wasn't putting on weight. And I was like, oh god, my body's not giving her enough food and she's losing weight. I don't mind doing formula, there's nothing wrong with formula, but I wanted to try and give her purely breast, ideally. When I couldn't do that, it makes you feel a bit crappy. It shouldn't, but it does.
I don't really think the pure thing matters as much, just due to the fact that most of the things that you're saying are the benefits. Given that the nipple's two-way, surely it's going to make up for it and increase concentration on those beneficial items. I get the stuff like obesity and stuff, but let's be honest, that's what we're aiming for, and I would like her to be a little bit obese. Just a little obese. Yeah. Daddy. BMI obesity, but not when you look at them.
Well, it's also things like purely breastfed babies have the least chance of sudden infant death or cot death or whatever they call it now. Combinations still have a much lower chance, not stuff, but obviously I want to give her the least chance. But also, it's just, I think it's just a biological thing, or it's feeling like you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing when we were trying to conceive. You don't feel like your body's doing what it's meant to do. So you can logically know all these things, and I know you're trying to apply pure logic to something that has quite a lot of emotion in it.
Well, I'm just also trying to help you here, but fuck it, you seem to not want it, so...
No, I do. I try to explain to you that it's not that simple, that I can understand that.
No, I know you're a worrier.
I'm not a worrier.
You're not a worrier, but you definitely...
I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah,
And very myself.
Yeah, you worry that you're not doing
Yeah.
something. It's not that you worry about everything else. It's about you worry about your output and its implications.
Well, yeah, I'm deeply neurotic.
That's how we both.
Yeah. So I guess feeling quite low about that was where I was at, like crying in the midwives again. I mean, I cry a lot easier now, if I'm honest. But it's just knowing that she'd lost further weight, I felt really guilty. So it was nice to know when we found out the reason behind it, we saw the sort of all the telltale signs of it all. It was just like, oh, it makes complete sense now, isn't it? It was like,
yeah, they handed us a sheet of all the things that might be tongue tie,
and
what, like 90% of them are the problems that we're having, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only one not is mastititis.
Mastitis.
Yeah, it's about the tits and what mastititis.
If that helps you remember it, that's fine. But I've been doing lots of boob massages in the shower as well to make sure my ducts keep clear. That's all.
Don't want dirty ducts.
Well, it's a blocked ducts. That's what gives you it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's too well painful. I know it's really shit. Right? I feel like you got the flu. That's a Mark got right the other day when I had that flu dish. Oh god, it was not mastitis. Thankfully it wasn't. It was just a quick little dash of the flu. And then my funny, and it was that funny, but I found it entertaining, was just she's been so farty, like honestly so trumpy. And then the other day, I was sat cuddling on the sofa and we both just trumping together. This is a nice mother-daughter bonding moment. She was trumping and I was trumping. I was like, what am I smelling? Is it me? Is it her? I'm like, no, is it mingled together? I enjoyed that. Hi, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. Can you please like, review and subscribe to our podcast?
I have noticed, I don't know if you have, but I didn't think her poo smelled that much before. They've definitely started smelling now.
It's not a bit, but they don't smell much. They won't smell massive until she starts having...
They stink now.
Yeah, but I'm saying they'll smell a lot worse when she starts having solids, when we start weaning her.
I think the other factor is it's very concentrated today. So she hadn't pooed for about a day and a half. She'd just done loads and loads and loads of wheeze. And then just literally an hour ago.
Yeah, she did a massive shit explosion and then...
Yeah. One shit explosion to the next. That noise is a pup trying to get our plates.
Yes, we are those disgusting people that give dogs our plates and then we shouldn't do it, but...
It goes in the dishwasher. What does it matter?
I don't know, yes, I don't know if it's much reason. Fuck it, I don't know. I don't care, clearly I don't care, we give him our plates.
So, shit stories.
Bring it on, scat chat.
Scat chat!
Scat chat.
So, why don't you tell ours while I quickly look up?
Well, ours isn't that exciting, is it really?
Yeah, but really elaborate it and make it real good while I quickly
So we're on our way to Bubba's first firework display. We went to Auntie Erin's for some dinner first. Got her out, thought she'd probably change it before we go. We were like, oh, she's really wet. She must have reached it. It has gone wet the whole way through to the car seat. We're like, oh, she's done a really massive wee then. Started getting her changed, opened up Little Baby Grow and realised it was just a baby grow full of what looked like korma. Obviously not. But it had really gone everywhere, up the back, down the leg, and the bum just pouring out with nappy. Yes, it took 3 of us to clean her up, didn't it?
What I was impressed with is that she'd effectively pulped it in her nappy because she managed to get a lot of the liquid to come through out into her clothes, the car seat, and just leave the fleshy poo in the actual... Well, I guess there's not much solid or flesh to it, is there? It's not
I mean, nothing she does is
there's no
solid, is it?
fruit pulp. But yeah, it was like on the outside was just a clear liquid, as it were. Like there was no stains or anything that was wet.
Not that we can see anyway. There's black car seats, so we can live in blissful ignorance. But that wasn't smelly. Really.
No.
Had a bit of a smell, but it wasn't like, oh, God.
Blech.
Yeah. I've not had any hook yet.
No, I'm trying to find a good one.
What a good poo toy.
Sketch it. Okay, here we go. So this is from, I asked a few people on New Parent, on the Reddit, New Parent, the subreddit.
How dope.
Yeah, so the Cosmic Ecologist said, if I've learned anything in the 3.5 months of my son's life, it's to wait a few minutes after the first poop wave. I did that today. There was quite a few waves after a day and a half of not pooing. He still struggles a bit to poop. So I put him in squatty potty pose, sort of cradling him, but he's upright and leaned against my bicep. My other hand holding his feet so his legs are bent. He's had 5 massive poop waves before, over the span of 10 minutes. I know he's done when he sighs. I've been literally shit on all over my face before I learned my lesson. I tried a windy thing and didn't even fully insert it into his bum. I don't know what this is, this windy thing.
Insert it into the bum?
Yeah, I don't. This is the bit that confuses me. Gotta have a look at windy thing.
Is it literally called a windy thing?
Oh my gosh, it's some sort of weird...
Is it like a poo sucker? What does it do?
I don't know. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, what? Some sort of weird pipette that you put up the bum hole.
Is it literally sucking the...
I guess it's if the sphincter's not
or
working.
is it like
it's
a
for
douche?
gas. You
Oh,
just plug it straight in the ass, and then I guess it's so if the sphincter's a bit too tight, they're not farting.
Well, she farts a lot on already.
You put this thing in, and it like just it's weird because I think it's made of like a silicone that you can effectively even like pump if you want
Let's
to.
see.
It's made in Sweden, so the packaging's all really fine. But yeah, at the end of the day,
Windy.
you're literally
There's windy
shoving
with an
something up.
eye.
You're literally shoving something up your bum, up your baby's bum.
Maybe this will be our first
Sponsor.
sponsor.
After we've been like, oh baby, farts loads. We don't need this windy bullshit. Anyway, so this windy anus insert bowl of some kind. So I tried a windy thing and didn't even fully insert it into his bum. First I heard the rumble, then I saw a little poo come out of the other end of the windy, and then suddenly it was like a volcano, like a river during torrential downpour. The force was so hard that the windy flew out across the changing table. There was poop specks on my shirt, face, the wall, the floor, everywhere. And my baby sighed immediately, which made it worth it, even if I was stunned in place at 4 a.m. So yeah, there we go.
I don't want that explosive yet.
No, Windies help release the pressure as well by the sounds of things.
Okay. I remember when Maisie was like proper newborn, going to see her. Everything. Either we were changing nappy or just changing nappy. Me and Flo saw it, and she literally just poo. It was like green foam just foaming out of her bum hole. It was the weirdest thing. I was always looking at it like, what the fuck is that coming out your ass? What was that like? Honestly, it looked like. Do you remember you used to have things in school and when nursery used to like blow bubbles into the paint? They like bubble up and you stick a paper on it. It'd be like a cool pattern.
Not very well. Don't remember much.
I did go to hippie school so much.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, it looked like that. But if you didn't do that, that's not a helpful description. I guess that when you blow like bubbles in milk.
Okay, I do that.
There you go, like that sort of thing. That's kind of what it looked like coming out of our ass, but like a greeny brown colour. We did also get like maybe 5 minutes of cuddling the other day as well.
What, me and you?
Yeah, in bed. That was nice.
That was nice.
I've been enjoying our full family snuggles on the sofa. And it's like you,
that is nice,
me,
yeah.
Papa, and Babe.
But I definitely like intimacy takes a hit on day one if you do like the whole split bedtime. You kind of have to choose what you're sacrificing most. Well, I mean, personally for me, I really enjoy kind of our discussions before we go to sleep, our discussions when we wake up, the cuddles and stuff like that. And if you do kind of the split thing, you don't really have that option, but you get sleep. And so you kind of got to choose one or the other.
I think once you get back to work, we'll be in bed together all the time.
Yeah.
Or at least more. Because if you're just doing until sort of like 10 or 11, I'll be in bed for a couple of hours maybe, then you'll come and join us, and then I'll be in bed together the whole rest of the night.
Yeah, so next episode will be either just after or just before I go back to work.
I know.
That's going to be a fucking step change. The Sunday scaries on that one will be unreal.
You're not going into work on the first day though, are you?
I was considering.
Okay, fine. I was just thinking that's quite a big jump.
Well, just rip the band-aid.
Yeah, I get that. I think in some ways it might be better because we'll have some. It will force us to have some structure to our day. Sexy.
Sexy toffee pudding.
Yeah.
You're one of the only people, well, actually, only people in the food industry I know describe food sexually.
Food is sexy. It does. I have realised that I obviously must say, like, it's not a normal thing to say, which I'm fully aware of. The way I speak generally isn't standard. Especially when it comes to chefs. Oh, we're chatting about stuff, and now I'm saying something over there like, "What's that? Is that sexy?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck off," mocking me, or like Tristan knows that I say, "Oh, gravy baby." So like, he even put that in my leave a copy of my maternity leave. It's entertain them.
Yeah.
Perfect phone.
I'm a caring parent, but
Oh, it's just sick in my mouth.
So you're just sick of the thought.
Yeah. Counting. Ugh. Disgusting. Oh, another fun thing from this week. Silver nipple covers.
Oh yeah, you still haven't tried them? Have you tried them?
No. Maybe I'll try one.
On next feed.
Yeah. Quite excited. Might have
Right.
back with them. Although I'm quite scared if they're that cold. Might be like, oh, too much. Because cold hurts my nipples.
Isn't it aren't they quite hot afterwards? I mean, they're metal, so you can choose to warm them or cool them. Obviously, don't put them in the microwave, but you can put them in some warm water.
Yeah, I don't know. Cooling might be nice. I don't know. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I've got silver nipple covers to help with sore nipples. Apparently, they're like a miracle cure, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 925 sterling silver. I don't know if it's sterling silver.
I was using
silver.
Savoy cabbage leaves before. I'm going up in the world.
Yeah,
Savoy to silver.
30 quid, but hopefully they'll do the job.
If not, that looks sexy.
Yeah, take them doorbell nips.
No little space saucers.
Space saucers
Space
and the
saucers?
doorbell nips.
Spaceships. Flying saucers.
Flying saucers and spaceships.
That's it.
I like it.
Space
Space
saucers. Honestly can't think of one.
You're just too caring.
No, I'm not a good person. Just can't think of one. I'm just too tired to think of it. Have you got one?
Yeah, I'm a caring parent, but I can see why some people shake their babies. Never say that I would, but sometimes you've changed the nappies, you've fed them, and it's the delay. Like, I'll have just fed her, she'll start screaming, and I'll be like, okay, she's got a full nappy. I'll change her nappy, and then it's like the 5 minutes it takes for it to set in, and you've done everything, and you're frustrated because she's been crying loads. And obviously, I'm not saying that I would, I'm just saying that I can understand why people who are just, less zen like me would get frustrated. Yeah, absolutely zen. I'm actually very good at blocking her crying out.
You are.
Yeah.
You're good at blocking shit out generally, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
You can be quite... Like, if you're doing one thing, you can block everything else out.
Yeah. Which isn't great, because in the first 18 months, to build their trust, you should always be responsive to their needs.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to do things in order. So she might start crying, and my immediate thought is, I'll respond to that once I finish the task in 2-3 minutes or whatever. Inevitably, it takes like 10, and I shouldn't leave her crying for 10 minutes. I remind myself, and I don't, but I do try and push it for 30 seconds. So just try and as quick as possible, finish it, and then I'll go.
Is that since you a game of balloons or Pokemon?
It's more editing this podcast.
Sure.
But it has been. I'd be lying if I didn't say. But then I can do while I'm singing to her. How about you then? You can't beat that low bar.
Shaking your baby.
I do not shake.
I know you don't. I know you don't shake. You would never do anything to help her, but I know that.
No.
I'm sure everyone is tempted sometimes.
Other than just accidentally dunking her in water, giving her baptism.
I was going to say that's more.
The bath baptism.
Yeah. I mean, I love her to pieces, but sometimes I am just like, I can totally see people don't breastfeed.
Oh yeah.
Like,
imagine your nipples just being fine.
well, but like your body be back being yours. Because for 9 months you're growing the baby. It's not really yours, you're just a vessel.
Yeah.
And then for another, however long you're going to breastfeed, for 6 months plus, your body's no longer.
You're not doing the full 2 years.
For cheese of breastfeeding. When they're going to consume food, they're not fully just breastfeeding, do you know what I mean? So even after that 6 months, it's like, obviously they take a while to wean. But, yeah, it doesn't, she still feels like your body's not yours.
Yeah.
Like, it looks weird in a way, your body, because obviously it's still going, sort of changing after the birth.
Do you still have the cramps when she breastfeeds?
No. I had that for sort of first week or so, and then it sort of stopped. Yeah, and you're sort of like, your body's obviously still recovering anyway, like still bleeding from the old vag and stuff. Not much.
I'm surprised that wasn't your high. First week where you've finished off with the panty liners. No more nappies for teething.
No more nappies. That's true. Another high. Many highs this week. Say goodbye to the adult nappies.
All basically highs from lows.
Yeah, everyone set a bar low. It's really easy to get high.
Still less than most people's life, but you're like, yes, this is a high considering what it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Another fun low, bit of constipation.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
did a massive poo earlier.
Did do a massive poo. Actually, it wasn't that big a poo. I did a really big poo the other day. But yeah, the poos are a little bit hard at the moment. I'm eating loads of like dates and shit. Dates and oats and all the whole grains and all that blah blah blah. Yeah, well, that was that one fun word we had there. Galactogens.
Yeah.
Sounds like from Star Trek.
Yes.
I'm eating all the galactogens which help with your lactation. Which are also pretty high in fibre, but still with a possibility to turn away.
Yeah, it wasn't that big, it was smelly. So you're I'm a caring parent, but is you understand why you wouldn't breastfeed?
Yeah. Like, I can see how much easier it would be if you're just bottle feeding. No matter there's other cons that come with that, like, when you do sterilising, I should still do bottles for that, but at least I do a lot more of that sort of sterilising and stuff, and I guess it's getting with
Oh, it'd be
babies.
so much easier, because the annoying thing is when she starts crying. Oh no, sorry, it's not. I've got
I was going to say, like, the annoying thing is, like, you have to wait a bit of time when you're making a bottle up, whereas with a baby, you just whack them on the boob. But yeah, I can see why, like, most people would give up within the first few weeks. I won't be beaten. And I'm going to keep going. And obviously, once you do the operation, it should be a lot easier.
Yeah.
So then in some ways, that's good. But that it's been tough the first 2 weeks. Maybe
Train hard, fight easy.
Yeah. Maybe afterwards, I mean, it's only going to be some miracle cure. I think it's going to be like, wow, what a piece of piss this is now. But hopefully it's somewhat easier. Or at least shorter. The feeds will be shorter.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big win. So that way, when's going to be next week?
4.
But yeah, that's it.
As long as my low's not, I was holding the baby's head and
No,
something went wrong.
don't even say it. Don't even say it.
It won't. Stadal hands down. That's what I was always told. Yeah. SHD.
Not disrespectful, Dan.
No, it's called disrespectful, Dan. Anyway, on that note, thanks very much. It's been episode 3 of Blabbering.
Yeah.
Unless you've got anything left to say, love?
No, I want to go eat my STP now.
Yeah, it's time for the SCP. Thanks very much for listening and enjoy.
Later.
Bye.